Ever since BTS's Jungkook and Jimin began their military training, fans around the world, known as the Army, have continued to watch anxiously the development of their two idols. After the latest news about the extreme physical exercises performed by the two spread, many began to wonder about their physical condition. News of the highly intense training in the military has alarmed fans, especially after several sources reported that Jungkook and Jimin looked exhausted after a rigorous training program. However, what is their actual condition now? Conscription in South Korea is mandatory for every eligible male, including K-pop idols such as Jungkook and Jimin. This training covers various aspects, from physical training, military skills, to harsh discipline. Given that BTS has always performed with intense choreography and incredible stamina on stage, many fans initially felt confident that the two members could adjust to the physical demands of military training. However, despite being known to have good physical strength, it turns out that military training still presents its own challenges for Jungkook and Jimin. Recently, it was reported that they underwent a series of unusually heavy physical exercises, which made both look exhausted. According to an unnamed military source, Jungkook and Jimin have undergone much more intense physical training than they used to do as BTS members. The exercises include running long distances in full gear, a large number of push-ups and sit-ups, as well as endurance exercises that take hours under the scorching heat. The same source also mentions that both are very dedicated in carrying out all these exercises and strive to complete them without complaint. Even so, it cannot be denied that the physical burden of military training is very different from their training routines as idols. Jungkook and Jimin's fatigue. Reports of fatigue began to emerge when some people who were around the training camp began to notice Jungkook and Jimin's physical condition. Some witnesses said that both looked very tired after a long and strenuous workout. Jungkook, who is known as a very athletic and energetic member, is rumored to rest longer than usual after heavy training sessions, while Jimin, who has a smaller body, also seems to be starting to feel the weight of the physical training. Army, who have always been concerned about the health and well-being of BTS members, immediately reacted with their concerns on social media. Hashtags such as #StayStrongJimin and #WeSupportJungkook began to appear, with many fans sending messages of support for the two members. Although news of Jungkook and Jimin's exhaustion began to spread, the military has yet to provide an official statement on the health condition of the two BTS members. However, some reports say that military training is designed to test the physical and mental limits of the participants, and it is not uncommon for them to feel exhausted after a long and intense training session. The representative of the military stated that Jungkook and Jimin have shown remarkable physical and mental toughness during training, although they may look tired after a strenuous workout. The representative added that fatigue is normal in military training, and there is nothing to worry about as long as they get enough rest and proper medical care. Amid concerns about Jungkook and Jimin's condition, the Army remained steadfast in their support. Fans from all over the world gathered on social media to send messages of encouragement and support to their idols. Many fans believe that Jungkook and Jimin will be able to pass all these challenges well, given the physical and mental toughness they have shown over the years as BTS members. Not a few Army also tried to calm the concerns of fellow fans by reminding that military training is hard, but it is an experience that can help them develop and strengthen themselves. They believe that Jungkook and Jimin will come back stronger after completing their training period. Jungkook and Jimin's latest condition. While there has been no official word on their health, military sources said Jungkook and Jimin are getting plenty of rest after a grueling training session. Both members reportedly remained enthusiastic and continued to participate in all training activities well. The military also paid close attention to the physical health of the trainees, including Jungkook and Jimin. They are regularly monitored by the responsible medical personnel, and if there are signs of excessive fatigue, the participants will be provided with appropriate treatment. Many fans hope that after this initial phase of very intense training, Jungkook and Jimin will begin to adjust to the environment and routine in the military, so that they can keep their physical condition excellent. Some health experts state that the fatigue felt by Jungkook and Jimin is most likely the body's natural response to drastic changes in physical activity. As an artist accustomed to different physical exercises, adaptation to harsh military training certainly takes time. However, they also affirm that this fatigue is not something to worry too much about, as long as they get enough rest time and good medical attention. Intense physical exercise can indeed make the body feel tired, but over time the body will begin to adjust to the load given. The military exercises undertaken by BTS's Jungkook and Jimin did provide a big challenge for both of them. After undergoing an intense physical training session, they were reportedly exhausted, but still showed great spirit and dedication. Although some reports said their physical condition weakened after extreme training, the military made sure that they received proper medical attention and adequate rest time. The Army, as always, continues to provide full support to the two through social media, while hoping that their condition will soon recover and get back fit. Fans believe that Jungkook and Jimin will be able to adjust to the demands of this heavy military training and return with greater strength. The military training that BTS's Jungkook and Jimin undergo is definitely a new challenge for both of them. Although they look exhausted after a series of heavy physical exercises, fans are confident that they will be able to get through this well. With the full support of the Army and the attention of the military, Jungkook and Jimin are expected to continue their training safely and healthily. Fans around the world will continue to monitor their progress, while sending messages of encouragement and support. To be sure, both Jungkook and Jimin have shown tremendous zeal in taking on this new challenge, and they will come back stronger than ever.